Quarterback of the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's going to set up. He's going to go for it. Fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand. We come to you live from Athens, Ohio, as the Ohio Bobcats are set to host the Bowling Green Falcons here in Week 4 of the CFSL. I'm Vinny Mixon, and I'm joined in the booth by my partner, David Ware. David, both these teams coming to this one undefeated in conference play. But what do you think will be the biggest factor in this game?
It's going to be simply quarterback play, Vinny. I believe Del Toro, who's done a great job for Ohio so far, is going to have to really step up. And so is the Kyson Carey, the quarterback for Bowling Green. Which one of these quarterbacks are able to make the most amount of plays and not make a mistake?
Both quarterbacks threw over 500 yards in their games last week. Both of them definitely going to look to replicate that once more, as Ohio will start out with the ball in this game. Del Toro going to take a shot to the sidelines, has a receiver. That's going to be push carry off for 18 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
Well, Agent P striking fast, big-time playmaker. He's been really big for this offense all of last year and this year, doing a great job already and having an impact on this game.
Absolutely, got to agree with you on that. Nearly 300 yards on the season with 2 touchdowns as well. Push carry-off has been a big factor on this offense. That's going to work out of the center from this one. Del Toro going to try and dump it off to a receiver. Has Malik Henderson on the side, only picking up 3 on the play.
Yeah, I mean, that's a short play, but again, Del Toro, I really like the fact that he made his reads, he did his check down, smart play, positive yardage. no mistake.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers for Del Toro, it's not like he's somebody that only pushes the ball deep because he had nearly 600 yards last week. He can affect you at every level. He'll put up a ton of pass attempts like he had 60 last week as he's going to take to the air once more. This one's fired across the middle to DJ Moore, able to hold on to it for a 15-yard gain.
Talking about threading the needle. Holy cow, what a throw. I mean, it was poor James Bacon, the linebacker for Bowling Green. Nothing he could do. A perfectly thrown ball for Del Toro.
Yeah, fired out of there like a cannon, as that's going to give them a 1st and 10 now at the Bowling Green 37-yard line. Del Toro going to quickly fire this one over to push carry off. He's tackled quickly after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, over on Twitch, Miami Pitt squaring off. Miami early within the first 20 seconds of the game, already up 7-0.
Ohio looking to score quick in this one as they got a 2nd and 9, looking to set up halfback screen here. Able to shed one tackle, and he's going to stumble his way for 9 yards, but they will say inches short of that 1st down marker.
That is the best you can hope for on the halfback screen. McFadden, a great job.
Going to come with a 2 tight end set here on 3rd and inch. Is going to dump it off to McFadden out of the backfield, and he's going to pick up 7 and a 1st down.
Yeah, great play. Hey, I like what they're doing. They're spreading the ball left and right. Del Toro's getting his check down. Previous play went to the left. This one went to the right. Defense is guessing what's going on at this point.
Yeah, and you really got to like how they bunched up that line of scrimmage and dumped it off to the running back on the outside after they forced that Bowling Green defense to stay inside. As Del Toro going to take to the air once more. Has Malik Henderson inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal, Ohio.
Henderson, a great job getting his feet down, getting the catch. Look at that, 7 of 7 for Del Toro already.
Absolutely. You got a guy that's highly efficient in this league as they go wide receiver screen on this play. And that's going to end up losing a yard. James Isaacson on the reception.
Yeah, Isaacson right there, and he was tackled quickly by Joe Mack, the outside linebacker for Bowling Green. Great job right there to come in, make the play, not allow that play to get anything developed on a 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and you were talking about how earlier Del Toro hasn't had an incomplete pass in this one. Came into this one 6th in the CFSL in QB rating, leads the MAC in QB rating and passing touchdowns as well. McFadden going to get the handoff here, going up the middle, able to pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
This is a really balanced game plan, Vinny. I love what I'm seeing. Lots of great runs, great job passing. Ohio is ready for this one.
As they're going to try and toss this one out to McFadden, able to shove a man, and he's going to get himself across the goal line. It'll be an Ohio touchdown.
That was a Heisman Code stiff arm right there, Vinny. What a great run. McFadden getting to the outside. The defender was right there, but that stiff arm was one of the best stiff arms I've probably seen in the CFSL.
10-play, 71-yard drive on that for Ohio as they find themselves crossing the goal line first in this one. 7-0 Ohio over Bowling Green here with 6:24 left to play in the first quarter. And David, we're going to see this Bowling Green offense come out for the first time, but they're down by 7. What do you want to see from this offense on their first drive?
You know, it's going to be very important for Kerry. He needs to do the same thing that Del Toro did. It's going to be all in the play calls. Are they going to try to go pass heavy or run heavy? I really believe they need to have a great balance, spread the ball around, and just be smart. The secondary is watching where his eyes are at.
As Kerry going to hand it off here on their first play from scrimmage. That's going to go to Ray Melendez, able to find a hole and get his way for a 9-yard gain.
Talking about setting a statement, Vinny. The first run for your offense, and you get 9 yards.
As they're going to come out in a tight set here out of the shotgun. Kerry going to look to pass this. Has a wide open receiver going to the outside, able to shed a couple of tackles. He's Darren Hall as he goes for 11.
Yeah, yards after contact is always a big thing. Great job by Hall to keep his feet moving and get the first down.
Isabella De Jesus finally able to make the stop on that play as Melendez is going to get this one going to the outside, makes a cut back up the middle, only able to pick up 2 yards.
And it's still a nice carry, and I think what this is going to do is set the defense up to look to the top of the screen. I'm expecting a big play at the bottom of the screen.
as they go trips to the bottom of your screen. They're going to go wide receiver screen, and they got the numbers on the outside. Going for 11 yards is Jeff Frey, who had a big week last week.
Absolutely, and that's a great job by Carrier. Setting the defense up to look at the top of the screen. Great completion and the first down.
1st and 10 now in Ohio territory, as this one's going to be thrown over to the sidelines. Ray Melinda is going to make a catch for 9 yards on that play.
I guess he thought it was a track and field hurdle event. I don't know what he was hurdling, but it was a good form. I'll give him an 8 out of 10.
Trying to get those style points, but here in the CFSL, we do not reward those on the scoreboard. Only in our hearts, as this one's fired over to Logan Wetzel, able to hold on for a 4-yard gain and a first down.
I mean, is this not impressive, both these quarterbacks now? I believe 12 of 12 passing between the two.
Absolutely, both of these quarterbacks are efficient with the ball. As Carey going to fire this one once more. This time it goes to Jordan Tank, the tight end, for an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, Devon Bennett, corner there on the tackle for Ohio.
It's going to be a 2nd and 2 for this Bowling Green offense here. They are at the 20-yard line, as they're going to hand this one up the middle, able to pick up a first down, and more getting down to about the 10 is Steve Andrews.
A nice run by Andrew right there. Break it free and get into the outside.
The walk on with the run on that one. They'll say he's short of that 10-yard line. They're going to put him at the 10.5-yard line, so they can still pick up a first down without getting across the goal line. But they're going to take the shot at the end zone, and it's Matt Cabot back there holding on for it and getting a Bowling Green touchdown.
I mean, what a play, Vinny. Very athletic. Back in the end zone, diving catch. Wow, impressive. Carey, a great job on that drive for Ohio, marching downfield, matching his counterpart Del Toro with a 100% pass completion for that drive. Great job by Bowling Green. We are in store for a shootout and an offensive explosion from both sides.
Yeah, and you really had to like how both of these offenses didn't try and force anything. They allowed the defense to pick and choose where they wanted to get beat at, and that's exactly what the quarterbacks did. They took advantage of what the defense was giving them, methodically moved down the field here. Now Ohio, once again, going to have their second opportunity now as they look to go out of an empty set on this one. So we're going to fire this, and that one's in a lot of traffic. Willie Walker going to come away with the deflection.
Well, I knew one of these quarterbacks eventually were going to have incomplete pass. We finally saw one. Credit the defense.
Yeah, scary pass right there for Ohio. Luckily for them, it does fall to the ground as they're going to take to the air once more. Del Toro going to take a shot downfield, and this one's going to be picked off by Bowling Green as they're going to set up around the 45-yard line off of that. Bradford Clark with his INT in this one.
Well, I said at the very beginning, these secondaries are watching the eyes, and Clark did just that. He read perfectly, and what a leaping catch, and then able to return for a few yards afterwards, but they were able to force the first mistake. That's going to be the key to win.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, as soon as I saw that ball in the air, I thought it was going to be a touchdown for Ohio. But this one's picked right back off by Ohio as they're going to get set up here in Bowling Green territory. Back-to-back plays, we have INTs.
You know, Vinny, I've heard of anything you can do, I can do better, but that typically doesn't apply for interceptions when a quarterback's throwing them. But these two quarterbacks back and forth, great offensive drive on the first drive, and then they come out immediately throwing an interception.
I mean, it's just so funny how we were both giving them praise that they had for those first drives. Come out here with 2 INTs, and Scott Barnes going to be the recipient of that for Ohio as they're now into Bowling Green territory because of that. Going to hand it off to McFadden going to the left side, able to pick up 3 yards.
Well, hey, we got a score update over on Twitch, Vinny. Pittsburgh has scored a touchdown. 3:37 left in the first over there. All tied up. Pitt and Miami.
Racking 4 receivers. This is going to be trips to the top here for Ohio as this one's just off the mark of his intended receiver.
Yeah, Del Toro, he needs to settle down. 3rd down and 7. Getting close to the red zone, you definitely want to try to get a little bit closer and get some 4 points.
2 of 2 on 3rd downs in this one as they're going to go halfback screen on this one. Looks like they have the blocks downfield. McFadden able to pick up the first, get inside the 15-yard line as well as he goes for 17 yards on that play.
Yeah, McFadden, that was a great play. Again, keeping his feet going and using his upper body to just get some extra yards. McFadden is really showing out. I'm really impressed, Vinny. I haven't got to see him play much this year, but this is a solid performance.
And you got to give a lot of credit to that left side of that offensive line. You see the blocks on that play downfield allow McFadden to get past that first down marker before he even faces contact as they look to come out of 12 personnel on this one. Del Toro going to go play fake to the back of the end zone. He's got push carry off for a 13-yard touchdown.
Yeah, that was Billups on coverage in the corner and nothing you could do with a perfectly thrown ball. Del Toro, a great throw, a great response to his earlier interception.
And it's always easy when you can throw to a 6'2", 235-pound target in the back of the end zone on that one. Ohio shakes off the interception that they had, able to answer with a touchdown and regain the lead. Ohio up 14-7 over Bowling Green with 3:09 left to play. And David, second time we've seen this Bowling Green team come out here trailing by 7. But on the previous drive, they did have that one-play interception.
Yeah, they did. And real quick, over on Twitch, a score update. Miami with another touchdown. 14-7, 2:46 left in the first.
Carey going to try and take to the air on this one, and he's going to overshoot everybody as this one flies over to the sidelines.
I mean, definitely Carey showing his arm strength off. The only thing is we need a receiver to be in the area.
2-by-2 set here on 2nd and 10 as they look to go halfback draw. Able to shed one defensive lineman, but can't find anywhere else to go. Here's Ray Melendez as he ends up with a gain of 0.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that was. But the defense, great job coming in on Melendez, not allowing him to break free.
CRCO with the credit for the tackle in the backfield on that one. So they look to go halfback screen here on 3rd down. Took a little long to set it up, and that's going to end up losing 2 yards. It'll be 4th and 12 for Bowling Green.
Well, Vinny, they lost 2 yards, but if it wasn't for that pickup on the lineman, that would have been a huge sack and a loss of at least 10 yards. At the very last minute, the lineman picked up the block and at least allowed Carey to get the ball off to his halfback.
Yeah, you got to give credit to that defensive line for Ohio as well, because they're the ones that held the running back there, forcing Carey to hold on to it for as long as he did. Now that's going to set their offense up in great field position as they'll be up near midfield to start out.
Yeah, and a great field position. We've seen all week long that field position can make a difference in a game. And right now, this is a great starting spot.
As they're going to work out of a 2-by-2 set here on 1st and 10. They're going to hand it off to McFadden going up the middle. Finds himself a crease as he goes for 12 yards, getting us into Bowling Green territory.
Nice play and a great job to pick up the first down.
13 passes to 4 rushes here early on in this one expected out of this Ohio offense as McFadden going to get back-to-back carries here, able to shove one player out the way. He only picks up 3.
Yeah, wow, that was an incredible run trying to make something. I love that he kept his feet moving. It took several guys to be able to get him down.
Absolutely. McFadden being a driving force for this offense early on in this one. You wouldn't think of him too much as a power guy, only 5'11", 205 pounds, but he's got the heart in him to keep fighting out there as Ohio looking to take to the air on this one. Del Toro going to come back across field on the fire, but throws it over everybody's head.
Yeah, an incompletion. I guess every quarterback's allowed a few incompletions per game.
As they're going to come out here with 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 3rd and 7 for this Ohio offense. They're going to end up taking a shot at the end zone. A receiver's going to come down with it. Malik Henderson going up and high pointing the ball.
That needs clipped, and I mean clipped immediately. What a catch. But his whole body lifted in the air. He comes down on his feet and still gets a few yards, Vinny. Wow, what a play.
Absolutely. That gets them down to the 1-yard line now. I mean, that's definitely, we're going to see that in the top 10 plays. What a catch by Malik Henderson on this one. Del Toro are going to wisely get rid of this after not seeing anything open.
I'm telling you, I hope our guys that do the top plays of the week, I really hope they clip that. That was fantastic.
Gotta agree with Platypus and chat on that one. That was definitely Malik Henderson we saw right there. Unfortunately for Ohio on that play, They're going to get a false start, backing them up to a 2nd and goal now from the 6-yard line, as we still got 1:16 here in the first quarter. They're going to rock 12 personnel on this one, 2 running backs in the backfield. They're going to try and run this one to the right. McFadden not able to shed a tackle. He'll lose 1 yard on that play.
Real quick, Vinny, over on Twitch, Pittsburgh has tied up the game 14 all against the number 3 Miami Hurricanes. 1:16 left in the first.
Got great games popping off all across the CFSL tonight. Here, Ohio, 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Del Toro going to try and find somewhere to go with it. Fires it over to James Isaacson, who holds on to it for a 7-yard touchdown strike.
What a dangerous throw. Bradford Clark is directly in front of that throw. He's already had 1 interception. That's a gutsy throw from Del Toro, but when it pays off, it pays off. And that is another touchdown. This is going to extend it to a 2-possession game. We've seen lots of offense so far, Vinny. It's going to be very interesting to see how Bowling Green comes out and responds.
Yeah, I got to totally agree with you. It was a dangerous throw from Del Toro is what I thought it was. But he's got that arm power where he can force it in those tight windows right there. Isaacson able to hang on and, like you said, extends us to a 2-possession game here as Ohio is now up 21-7 over Bowling Green here with 53 seconds. And David, what do you want to see from this Bowling Green offense as they're set to take the field once more?
I would love to see Carey come out and light one up downfield is what I would like to see.
They're going to rock trips to the bottom of your screen on this one as they will, in fact, take to the air. The pressure is going to get there in a hurry, but Carey does find James Freeman for a 2-yard gain.
That was a close play. I wasn't for sure if he got his foot in bounds, but they're saying he did. 2nd and 8. Lots of big plays coming up.
They're going to go 3 receivers at the top of your screen on this one. Looking to set up a halfback screen. Has a few blocks down there. Only able to pick up 4 yards is Ray Melendez.
And he would not even got that far. But number 55, the offensive lineman, did a good job closing off the outside to give him those couple yards.
Ganny Smith, the freshman out of Ocala, Florida, on the tackle for that one. 3rd and 4 upcoming here for Bowling Green as they hand it off to Melendez, saying he gets 5 yards on that play, keeping the drive alive for Bowling Green.
A great run by Melendez. 4 yards of carry. You know, we have that one broadcaster who likes to talk about what 4 yards of carry will do, but it's absolutely a great run.
Absolutely, especially when you can counteract that to the passing game that they have. I mean, it keeps them on track when they need it. But this one's going to be picked back off by the Ohio Bobcats.
That is Brandon Root, the linebacker. I've said it before. I've been very blessed to be able to see several linebacker interceptions. My heart is truly a linebacker, Vinny, and seeing what Root just did with that was a great interception. But as all linebackers pretty much do, he did stumble over his feet.
Absolutely. Brandon Root making a huge play there. The transfer from Alabama. Big play to set Ohio up here with the ball in Bowling Green territory, as this most likely will be the final play of the first quarter as they hand it off to McFadden up the middle for a 2-yard gain. And that's going to end the first quarter here for us. Ohio got some momentum going their way. They lead Bowling Green 21-7. Don't go nowhere, people. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Two's up in chat as we begin the second quarter now. Ohio just picked off Bowling Green on their previous defensive possession as Del Toro and crew looking to strike once more. Malik Henderson going to get a 7-yard gain here as it'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, nice play. 3rd down and 1. Lots of plays open. We've seen what McFadden can do. I haven't seen Del Toro run much. That might be in the playbook here.
I don't expect to see a 6'5", 265-pound quarterback run too often, but 3rd and 1 here, has all the time in the pocket. Finally, push carry off, gets open, and Del Toro delivers a strike downfield as it'll be 1st and goal, Ohio.
Agent P, as they like to call him. What a catch, a great route, really. What a way to come back inside for his quarterback. He makes the catch, moves towards the end zone. All kinds of pressure coming his way. Great focus.
3 attempts, 3 touchdowns inside this PX1 Sports red zone, as they'll have a 1st and goal here from the 4, maybe the 5-yard line, as this one's dumped over to push carry off, but broken up by that Bowling Green defense.
Hey, over on Twitch, Vinny, Miami was at the 3-yard line trying to score, turned it over on downs. Pitt's defense stopped them to keep the game tied.
Heavy set here for Ohio, as this one's going to be a corner route, but broken up by Brandon Clark.
Wow, what a defensive play. Just getting his hand up just enough. Wow.
As it's going to be a 3rd and goal now for this Ohio offense, as they're going to go fullback dive on this one. Ragnar Olsen gets it, but 4 yards is all he gets, and it'll be a 4th and goal upcoming. However, they're going for it.
Wow, what a play. It's funny how both games have the same situation going on.
As Del Toro going to try and take to the air, fires this one through the end zone, and that's going to be a turnover on downs here at the half-yard line.
Oh, will that come into play later, Vinny? And right now it's a 2-possession game. A field goal would have made it a 3-possession game. That's a gutsy play. Now, the only thing is, Bowling Green's back is against the wall. You know, Ohio will have their ears pinned right now.
And we see Bowling Green coming out with 2 tight ends and 2 running backs on this one. They give it to Melendez, who's going to try and bounce it to the outside. Actually finds a crease, able to scamper for 10 yards, but they will say just inches short of that 1st down.
Yeah, I think Kerry promised Melendez a watch or something if he'd give him a little bit of room.
As they look to work out of the shotgun on this one, they're going to have 3 receiver targets at the top of your screen. Kerry can't find nowhere to go, can't escape out the pocket either. He's going to end up taking a sack on that play. Brandon Root making another play for this Ohio defense.
Yeah, Root has been all over the place. He had the interception earlier. They're the big-time sack. I mean, that middle linebacker is dialed in right now.
Going to bring up a 3rd and 5 now from their own 6-yard line. Got to get this to the 11-yard line to keep this drive alive. As they go halfback dive on this one, and it's going absolutely nowhere. Ray Melendez with a gain of 0. Mike Whitley making the stop, bringing up a 4th and 5.
I think it's fair to say that's a questionable call, Vinny. You know, hindsight's 20/20, but not a play I think you would dial up in a normal situation.
As that's going to give this Ohio offense great field position once more. Last time, unable to punch it into the end zone. They did get down to the half-yard line. And David, I mean, this offense has been firing on all cylinders in the 1st half. As they look to come out once more, they're going to go 2 receivers to the top of your screen on this one. Del Toro going to fire this one over everybody's head as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, it's definitely been a very good drive so far. Good game so far for Ohio. But Del Toro has looked a little less perfect in the last couple of possessions.
As they try a wide receiver screen to the bottom of your screen on this one, that's going to go to Isaacson. Had a touchdown earlier in this one, able to pick up 7 yards and bring us to a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Yeah, 3rd down and 3. Del Toro has a lot of options here. I expect to see McFadden with a good run to the outside.
As they don't want to listen to David, they're going to take to the air, but have all the time in the world back there. He's going to take a shot at the end zone, pinballs around. Billups going to make the deflection on that play. But, I mean, it was probably the entire DB room for Bowling Green making a deflection.
Yeah, they're going to take the points this time. They've learned their lesson.
This will be a 45, 46-yard field goal that is up, and it bounces off the uprights here as Bowling Green able to make a stand.
Wow, Bowling Green forcing a turnover on downs. Now a missed field goal. They're going to have to make something happen offensively. They cannot let these opportunities slip away.
They're going to work out of a 2-by-2 set to start their drive on this one. Carey going to keep it on a read option. Has some room to run. Going to hit the spin cycle on him. Able to pick up 10 and a 1st down.
Wow, nice play right there. Great run. The spin cycle, as you said, definitely getting the 1st down.
We see right there the 1st down's been pretty even on this one. 6 for Bowling Green, 8 for Ohio as they go wide receiver screen on this one. Going to Darren Hall, able to pick up 7 yards.
Yeah, nice play to the left-hand side there. Carey, good job. 10 of 13 passing so far. The 2 interceptions is his only mistakes.
Trips to the top of your screen on this one, looking to go wide receiver screen once more. This one goes to Jeff Bray, who's going to end up losing a yard on that play.
Yeah, that's not what you want to do. You want to go forward. So, I mean, right now, Gary's going to have to be careful and not allow those kind of negative plays.
Jeff Bray had 7 catches for 278 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Ohio definitely looking to bottle him in, as he's only got 10 yards in this first half so far. As this one's going to be fired over to Jordan Tank, able to shove some players out the way, picking up a first down.
Well, I'm very shocked Gary got rid of it. The pressure was coming. He took a hit as he threw it. Great delivery.
Into Ohio territory now as they go bubble screen here. That's going to go to Matt Cavett, who's able to get 4 yards on that play.
Yeah, 2nd down and 6 coming up. Really a solid drive so far for Bowling Green.
Very methodical, like we saw in their first drive, that they were able to score a touchdown. They're going to work a bunch set out of the gun here on this one. Fires it to Melendez out the backfield, but they're going to say it is a gain of 0.
Over on Twitch, we got a score update. Number 3, Miami is trailing 17-14 against Pitt with 3:49 left in the second.
2 of 4 on 3rd downs in this one is Bowling Green. They'll fire it across the middle. Has a receiver. That's Jordan Tank, who goes for 19 and a Bowling Green first down.
You know, these two teams, Vinny, I've been really impressed by their toughness, how well they're running with the ball, how well they're shedding defenders, lowering the shoulder. We've seen McFadden for Ohio. Right there was a great example of it for Bowling Green. Some tough play.
Isabella De Jesus making the stop for Ohio. It's a wide receiver screen once more for Bowling Green, able to shed some tackles like you were talking about earlier, picking up 6 yards on the play.
That'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, nice play. 6 yards on first down is big. Really allows the offense to continue to maneuver with a lot of flexibility.
And you really got to like how Bowling Green's trying to extend this Ohio defense as they go wide receiver screen early on in their set of downs, as they're going to pick up 6 on that one, bringing us to a 2nd and 4 here, sending the tight end in motion. That'll give them 3 receivers at the top of the screen. This one's going to be a cutback. That's Steve Andrews, who goes for 6 yards, picking up a first down.
Wow, what a play. Andrews, good job recognizing where the defense was, cutting to be able to get just enough for the first down.
As they look to go trips to the top of your screen on this one, the tight end going to be all the way at the bottom here. They go play fake, going to push this one in the end zone. It's going to be broken up by Ohio. Tyrone Wallace with the deflection.
I'm pretty sure that both these teams are going to be practicing the tip drill after this game.
And I thought that was going to be a scary one for Carey on that play. I thought that was probably picked. Regardless, they're going to keep it. He goes read option keeper on this one. Carey able to get inside the 10 as he picks up 4 yards.
I like it, though. We haven't seen Carey run a whole lot. He has to be able to keep them linebackers honest. And now one of them's going to have to keep an eye on him at all times.
Can pick up a first down here by getting inside the 1 yard line, but they want to push this one across the goal line, looking to go halfback screen on this one. Has the blocks downfield. It's a foot race, and Melendez will sneak in there for a Bowling Green touchdown.
What a great job blocking to allow Melendez to get the outside edge just enough to cross the line, and Bowling Green really needed that touchdown. They've had a couple great possessions defensively, forcing Ohio with no points and turning the ball over, and now they've scored. It is a 1-possession game, and this could easily be a 3-possession game.
Yeah, gotta agree with you. You gotta love the mentality by Bowling Green as well, because they could have, like you said, they could be down by way more, but they understand the situation that they had, and they play with the cards that they've been dealt. And right now, it's only a 7-point game, as Ohio leads it 21-14 with 3.5 left to play before halftime. Ohio once again going to come out here. They go halfback draw to McFadden up the middle, able to pick up 4 yards.
Over on Twitch, we got another score update. Miami has retaken the lead 21-17 over Pitt. 2:16 left in the first half.
As they go 2-by-2 set here. Del Toro at the shotgun. He's got some time back there. He's going to find his receiver coming back to the ball. That's James Isaacson, able to go for 9 yards and get himself out of bounds.
great recognition by Isaac to come back to the ball.
As that's going to set up a 1st and 10 here from their own 37-yard line. Del Toro looking to pass this one across the middle to push carryoff. Going to hold on for a 4-yard reception.
Wow, what a hit. That was Joe Mack there who took H&P down.
Push carryoff up to 55 yards in this one off of 5 catches. As they're going to go halfback draw once more, but Bowling Green is ready, and it'll be a 3-yard loss on that play. Joe Mack once again making the stop.
William Hitch was right there on the play, him and Joe Mack together. Wow, what a hit. Looking at a long 3rd down, all of a sudden, Bowling Green has something brewing.
3rd and 9 now. Got to get this one up to the 42-yard line to keep it alive. They're going to try and dump it off to push carryoff. He's only able to pick up 6, and it's going to bring up a 4th down for Ohio.
That's 3 straight drives for Ohio, I believe, without scoring now, Vinny.
Absolutely correct on that. And, I mean, that's big for them because they had the opportunity right there at the half-yard line to punch it in, unable to do that. Had the doink on the field goal, and now Bowling Green's going to have the opportunity to tie this up here with 1:56 left to play and all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, the 3 timeouts I think are critical. And look, if I'm Bowling Green, I'm being aggressive. I am marching downfield and trying to get some points.
They're going to work at a shotgun here. 2 receivers at the top of your screen. This one's fired across the middle, and his receiver unable to hang on to it.
That was a close play. You gotta shake it off and move forward.
John Lee in coverage on that play, able to knock that one away for this Ohio defense. That's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 now. Curry once again going to try and throw this one. He's going to take a shot downfield, and that one's going to be broken up by Mike Whitley.
Yeah, Mike Whitley, a great job seeing that pass, breaking it up. That looked like it was going to be a touchdown.
3rd and 10 now. Got to get this one past the 43-yard line. As Carey going to push this one into Ohio territory, down inside the 30 on this one, and actually down to the 20 for this Bowling Green offense.
Yeah, I believe that was Jason Green that saved the touchdown there. Or no, they're going to give it to Whit.
Whitley with his 5th tackle in this one as Bowling Green does burn their first time out. And this one's going to be fired over to Logan Wetzel for 12 yards inside the 10 now.
I don't know that I would have taken a timeout there. Interesting call.
Yeah, I mean, you also got to think if you score quick here, you're going to give Ohio the chance to match you right back. As this one's fired into the end zone, Jeff Ray finding himself in the end zone for the first time in this one, as Bowling Green now an extra point away from tying this one up.
Wow, what a great drive. Bowling Green, hats off to you. Great job to be able to come from 2 scores down to tie it up right before half. And over on Twitch, we got another score update. Jay Gates, a scoop 6, has Miami up 28-17 with 35 seconds left in the half.
Over here on YouTube, we got ourselves a tied ball game with 1:31 left to play here in the first half. And David, Ohio just had a 2-possession lead not too long ago. What does their offense have to do here right before halftime?
You know, Del Toro's got to get back to what he was doing in the first drive. Some of this, he's made a few errant throws, of course, the interception. But I really think it's the play call. Del Toro isn't spreading the ball around as well as he did in the first drive. I'd like to see him move the ball more left to right.
Well, face mask will help their offense as they're going to start out at their own 46-yard line to begin this drive. This one's going to be fired across the middle. That goes to Cody Gammon, who gets 29 yards on the play and gets Ohio down to the Bowling Green 25.
I mean, that is a great remedy right there. Get your offense rolling right away. A 29-yard reception downfield. That's big. Ohio would like to have some points, Vinny, before the half.
Yeah, and this play right here is really set up by that pass rush that Bowling Green hasn't been able to find. Dakota Gammon runs a crosser all the way to the opposite side of the field. Del Toro got all the time to find him, as McFadden's going to get this handoff, and he's going to end up losing 2 yards, forcing Ohio to burn their first timeout.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how well they manage their timeouts, and are they going to give Bowling Green another opportunity?
2 running backs for this one, as they're going to fire it to one of them. That's going to be Isabella DeJesus with her first catch in this one, bringing up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, very interesting. You know, we saw Bowling Green make the mistake with the timeouts, giving Ohio plenty of time to score. Now, Ohio looks like they're doing the same thing.
Second timeout burn here for Ohio as they have a receiver, Cody Gaiman, in the back of the end zone, but this one a little overthrown by Del Toro.
Yeah, he'd love to have that opportunity all over again.
As they trot out now for a 36-yard field goal in this one. The snap is away. The kick is up. It is good as Ohio once again in the lead, this time by 3. Ohio 24, Bowling Green 21 with 54 seconds left in this one. And David, if you're Bowling Green, would you try to be aggressive right here?
Well, absolutely. It paid off for the last drive. They just made the mistake of calling timeouts and not eating more clock up. Carey has done a great job with this offense the last several drives. I look for him and Melendez to orchestrate a very quick drive and at least put themselves in position to kick a field goal tied up 24-all going into half.
Only took 30 seconds on their previous touchdown drive. They're going to have 54 seconds and one timeout here. This one's fired across the middle and broken up by Isabella De Jesus.
De Jesus, great job breaking that pass.
Stepped in front of it, had the opportunity to most likely pick that off, just unable to hold on to it. As Bowling Green going to go trips to the top of your screen on this one, dumps it off to Melendez out the backfield. He's going to make his way for 12 yards and a first down.
Now, Bowling Green does need to be smart. Use the sidelines.
The first down will stop the clock for now, but it is once again rolling as they go trips to the bottom of your screen on this one. Fires it back to Melendez, only picking up 4, and that's going to keep that clock running.
Yeah, I don't understand that play, Vinny. You got to go to the outside.
Under 30 seconds left to play in the half. They're going to take a shot downfield on the outside as well. James Freeman gets 10 toes down for 20 yards on that play.
What a throw. Leading his receiver perfect. Throwing it where only Freeman can get it, and just enough room to get his feet in, get out of bounds, a huge first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, just as soon as you said they needed to go to the sidelines, James Freeman right there, as they're going to have a 1st and 10 now at the Ohio 40-yard line with 26 seconds. Most importantly, still got that timeout. Carey doesn't like what he sees. Going to try and do with his legs. Able to pick up a first down and a little bit more. As he goes for 14, going to get them down to the 26-yard line with 20 seconds left as they're going to hurry back to the line of scrimmage. Trips to the top of your screen on this one as they look to take the skies once more. Carey going to fire this out to the flats, has a receiver, Cabot, and they're going to say gets out of bounds as well.
Wow, look, they are putting themselves in a situation to at least tie this game.
Only 14 seconds, so not a lot of time to hold on to the ball in the pocket if you're Carey. He's going to push this one, though, to the end zone. That's going to be James Freeman going for 22 yards and a Bowling Green touchdown.
Freeman with a great route. Got it just enough separation from the defender, and Carey placed the ball perfectly. Ohio could not stop him. And then what can you do? Bowling Green scores 2 touchdowns in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Absolutely. Scoring drives of 45 seconds and 30 seconds here in the final 3 minutes of this half as Bowling Green takes the lead for the first time in this game, 28-24 over Ohio with 9 seconds left to go in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Bowling Green was down by 14. Easily could have been down by 28. A turnover on downs and then a missed field goal. But great job by Bowling Green to make some adjustments.
As Ohio just looking to run out the clock in this one, get us to halftime. They go hand off to McFadden. He's going to make his way for 9 yards, but that, in fact, will run out the clock here in the first half as we got an exciting one here. Bowling Green and Ohio got fireworks popping off left and right. David, break us down the action of that first half.
Yeah, I mean, I really love what I'm seeing so far. Offensively, we're seeing 2 quarterbacks really establish themselves as some good playmaking quarterbacks, some great game managers. Del Toro and Carey both finding multiple receivers. We've seen them go to all sides of the field. We've really seen them use all their players as well. What I like is I think what both teams are doing, both these coaches, the play mix that they put into this has been impressive. We've seen Melendez for Bowling Green with some great carries, 65 yards. We've seen Braxton McFadden He's had some big carries, 41 yards. I think some sacks have helped negate some of them. But both these teams have run hard and passed hard. It's been a great balance. It's been a fun one to watch.
Yeah, totally agree with you on that one. As we look at the numbers here, fairly even on both sides. Passing numbers equally, rushing yards a little bit leans towards Bowling Green. Time of possession about even, but it's the turnovers that Ohio does lead in that category, but they haven't been able to capitalize off their opportunities as of late, like we talked about earlier in this one. We're up 14, had the chance to go up 17 or 21 multiple times, unable to come away with that score, which allowed Bowling Green to claw their way back into this one.
Bowling Green starting with the ball in the second half with all the momentum that they've had the last 3 drives. That could be bad for Ohio.
Yeah, and you really got to think the tempo is really what helped that Bowling Green offense catch that spark that they need. Be nice to see if they come out with that tempo here in the second half, as they're going to look to take a strike early on. And this one's almost intercepted by Ganny Smith.
Well, I love the pump fake from Carey, but obviously the defender was not fooled on it. And wow, that was almost a big turnover.
Went wide receiver screen heavy in that first half. Maybe they thought they could catch the Ohio defense napping on that one. Ganny Smith right there, just unable to come away with it, as this one's fired across the middle. Able to make a shake and bake, and it's going to be a foot race here down to the 30-yard line, inside the 30 actually, is Jordan Tank, the tight end, with a 55-yard gain.
That was Smith, the corner in the foot race, was able to save the touchdown. What a play. Looked at the blitz come and dump off right to the middle of the field. I mean, what a play. Huge play. First, second play of the second half. Again, adding to the momentum and the tempo that Bowling Green had to finish off the first half.
And if you're going to send that many pass rushers, you got to get home unable to, and that's what allows that explosive play right there by this Bowling Green offense, as Carey doesn't like what he's going to keep it with his legs and end up taking a shot there, but does pick up a first down.
Yeah, we've seen Carey now 5 rushes, 35 yards, really productive carries for him.
3 times inside that PX1 Sports red zone. All 3 times have resulted in a touchdown now for Bowling Green, as Melendez is going to get the handoff going up the middle. He takes a shot from Isabella de Jesus.
Yeah, and hey, over on Twitch, we got a score update. Number 3, Miami, 35 over Pitt, 17 right now. 5:56 left in the third quarter.
2nd and 6 now for Bowling Green, as they're going to work from the 10-yard line on this play. Got to get down to a 4 to pick up a first down, as Melendez decides he will pick up the first down after a gain of 8, getting them down to the 2-yard line.
I thought he made the end zone there for a second, Benny. Great job by the defense to close that gap off.
Yeah, it looked like he had a lane there, definitely, as they're going to try and go 2 receivers to the top of your screen on this one. Carey looking to throw this, has a tight end sitting in the middle. That's Jordan Tank for a 2-yard touchdown.
Wow, Carey, 27 of 35, approaching 300 yards, already has 5 touchdown passes. Wow, what a drive. Bowling Green responding. Will be up by 11 if the extra point is good, and it is. What a swing, down 14 to plus 11.
Yeah, and the crazy part about that is, if you combine the time of all 3 of their last touchdowns, that's taken less than 3 minutes of game clock to score in this one. And it's really that tempo, like we talked about earlier. They started attacking early on, and as you see right here, Ohio's going to get a nice return, but we probably got that dreaded clipping call to bring it right back. And in fact, it will be the clipping call, as Ohio, instead of starting out at about the 40-yard line, they're going to start at their own 22-yard line.
Going on what you're saying about Bowling Green and the quick plays, while it's nice for them to get the points on the board, I wonder if that's going to hurt them, as their defense has been on the field quite a bit.
As we will see what this Bowling Green defense can now do, as they play with an 11-point lead in this one, as Del Toro going to fire this one across the middle, and his receiver unable to hang on to it.
Yeah, Willie Walker for Bowling Green had an opportunity to pick that one off.
Malik Henderson making the drop on that play. Had an amazing catch earlier, just unable to look this one in and hold on to it. He's able to go jet sweep on this play. They're only able to get 1 yard. Braxton McFadden on the carry.
And I believe that was James Baker on the tackle. That was a great job covering that.
6 of 10 now on third downs in this one. As Del Toro is going to fire this one to the left side. He's got Isaacson holding on through the contact and picking up 23 yards.
Del Toro needed that. He's kind of struggled with only 21 of 33 passes, but that one was huge. Great job getting his receiver. And defensively, Jonathan Ramirez stopping what easily could have been a touchdown.
Jonathan Ramirez, the senior out of San Angelo, Texas, making the stop on that one, as you said. This one's going to be a handoff going to McFadden up the middle, able to weave his way for 7 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 3.
You know, they say he's only got 45 yards carrying or rushing. I really feel like he has a lot more because of his powerful runs.
Absolutely, has fought for just about every yard of that. As Del Toro fires this one across the middle, has his receiver able to pick up a first down, getting this one down to the Bowling Green 41-yard line.
Over on Twitch, we got a score update. After Pitt was up 17-14, Miami, number 3 in the country, 4 touchdowns unanswered, now leading 41-17 with extra point pending.
Del Toro going to escape out the pocket, running his way for 5 yards. That's a big man trying to pick up those yards.
Yes, it is. 2nd down and 5. Del Toro trying to get his team back into this again.
2nd and 5 now from the 35. They're going to hand it off to McFadden. Let him eat some yards on the ground. He's only able to pick up 2 on that play.
We say only pick up 2. That was a very hard 2 yards. He fought and kept his feet going.
Joe Mack with his 8th tackle in this one, as Ohio's now going to have a 3rd and 3. As Del Toro going to go handoff here to McFadden. Actually, that's DeJesus on the carry, able to pick up 11 yards.
A great job. The lane wasn't clearly open, but DeJesus with the great athleticism to be able to make something out of nothing.
Not easy when you have a linebacker running through there on the carry, as they go trips to the top of your screen on this one. Del Toro going to hand it off right back to DeJesus. She's going to stumble her way for 6 yards.
Nice carry. And 2nd down and 4 gives this offense a lot of options.
As we see the numbers, they made this way inside the PX1 Sports red zone. The only time they've been unable to score was off of the doinked field goal. Bowling Green looking to stuff that box here as Del Toro goes play fake on this one. Plenty of time back there as he's still trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's going to be thrown over to Malik Henderson, who finds his way into the end zone for a 17-yard strike.
Henderson with a great job. Defense all over. He came back just enough to catch that. That was incredible. Look at that. 3 defenders in the neighborhood and still able to catch it.
And if your pass rush can't get home at some point, those receivers will break coverage on that, and that's exactly what happens for Ohio, as they have made it a 4-point ball game. Bowling Green still on top, though, 35-31 with 5:07 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. And David, what do you want to see out of this Bowling Green offense here for this drive?
I would like to see them take a little bit more time off the clock. I think their defense is getting tired, as I previously mentioned. All their quick scores are not giving their defense enough rest. But I like the overall strategy, the way they're spreading the ball around. I like how they're taking some shots. We've seen Carey go downfield some. We've also seen a lot of great running by Melendez. Continue what you're doing. Just eat up a little bit more clock and give that defense a rest before it bites you in the butt.
As they are set to start their next drive here, they will start from the 25-yard line. As they're going to go 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. They'll have the tight end on that side as well. As Carey going to try and dump this off to his tight end, able to pick up the first down. Gets a nice block downfield. He's going to make his way across midfield as Jordan Tank goes for 28 yards. Now up over 100 yards in the game.
Wow. 6 catches, 122 yards. Jordan Tank has been phenomenal. A great safety blanket for Carey, but really just a big-time playmaker. This Bowling Green offense has really helped run right through Tank.
Yeah, you got to like the blocking that you see right there from Jeff Frey on that play as well, allowing Tank to pick up those extra yards as they're going to send a receiver in motion on this play. It's going to be read option keeper for Carey. He's going to find his way for a 2-yard gain on the play.
Yeah, nice play. Carey again mixing in the occasional run, a very effective run, 2nd down and 8. Got a feeling we might see Melendez here out that backfield.
2-by-2 set now as they're into Ohio territory. Carey gets rid of this before the pressure gets there. That's an open receiver. That's Ray Melendez picking up 6 yards, but they're going to be 1 yard short of that first down marker.
Yeah, but 3rd down and 1, Vinny. We can either see Melendez again run, who's been very successful, or even maybe Carey with the scheme.
You got to get this one down to the 37-yard line to keep it alive. Melendez is going to get the carry up the middle. Picks up 9 yards and the first down with it as well.
You know, that's it. Pretty interesting. I think everyone knew that Bowling Green was going to run with it. I think Ohio knew, and Melendez didn't care. He said, here's what I'm doing. Get ready for it.
Yeah, pretty much carved up a lane, and Isabella DeJesus sitting right there finally makes the tackle on that play. As this one's fired over to Jordan Tank, who's going to tank his way for a 4-yard gain on that play.
Yeah, he did, and Tank, again, still very active. 2nd down and 6. Bowling Green doing a great job, and they have ate up a little bit more time.
Ganny Smith with her 6th tackle on this one, as it's going to be a wide receiver screen here for Bowling Green. Not able to go anywhere, as that's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Logan Wetzel already with several receptions and over 70 yards receiving.
Davon Bennett making a stop for Ohio on that play, as they got to get this ball down to the 19-yard line to keep the drive alive for Bowling Green. Carey going to take to the air, has a receiver with some separation. That's Mike Gustav, who finds his way into the end zone for the first time in this one.
Yeah, Gustav, a great job coming off the line, and that's a fullback, Vinny. How does a fullback get that kind of separation?
I have no idea how he was able to create that separation, but you got to credit the play design on that one to create the separation on that one. Bowling Green takes an 11-point lead once more in this one, up 42-31 over Ohio with 3:14 left, and that passing touchdown by Kyson Carey ties himself with the Bowling Green record for most passing touchdowns in a single game, tying him with himself last week and Lisa Pink from last year. So the next touchdown will break that record for him.
Yeah, I mean, that's really, really impressive. 6 passing touchdowns in a game. Not an easy feat to do.
Absolutely not, as Ohio is going to get another chance in this one. They'll have great field position as well. They're going to start this one at their own 42-yard line. Going to work out of an empty set here. 5 receivers in the fold as they go wide receiver screen on this one, and it's going nowhere. Isaacson ends up losing a yard.
Yeah, not how you want to come out if you're Del Toro in this offense. You need to respond down by 11. Bowling Green only getting hotter right now. If you're Ohio State, you need to do something to shock Bowling Green.
Willie Walker making a stop behind the line of scrimmage on this play as they go 5 wides once more. Going to go wide receiver screen to the opposite side here. Able to hold on to it is Malik Henderson, but he's going to end up losing 5. Willie Walker once again making the play.
A little stop, drop, and roll action from Henderson as he trips up over his own feet. And a 3rd down and 15 situation, not what Ohio was looking at. But look, we've seen Del Toro light up the skies with his passing. We could easily see one downfield on the sidelines right now.
You're going to go 2 receivers and a tight end to the top of your screen on this one. One of those receivers is actually going to come in motion now as Del Toro fires it across the middle. Has a receiver making his way to the outside. Malik Henderson goes for 21 yards and picks up that much-needed first down for this Ohio offense.
Have no fear. Henderson is here. Henderson, a great job tonight, all night, really helping make plays for Del Toro in this offense, keeping the drives going consistently with some big catches.
They'll now have a 1st and 10 from the Bowling Green 44-yard line as they look to work under center once more. Push carry-off going to be split out wide now as Del Toro does have 2 running backs in the backfield on this one. He's going to hand it off to McFadden, going to find his way for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, McFadden, 50 yards rushing tonight already. That's a pretty good number when you're talking about how tough these defensive lines are.
Looking to rock 12 personnel on this one. The 2 running backs in the backfield. McFadden gets the handoff once more. He's going to find his way for 8 yards, but they say inches short of that first down.
I mean, yes, inches short. We pretty much know McFadden's about to get this ball. Maybe De Jesus gets it, but it's going to be a running play. They've got to convert on the first down.
Joe Mack once again on the stop there for Bowling Green as they look to go heavy on this play. It's going to be a handoff going to the left side. Isabella De Jesus has nowhere to go. She's going to end up losing 2 yards on that play. Benjamin Banks on the stop.
Yeah, 4th down and 2. Hey, look, punting doesn't do a whole lot of good with where you are. You're too far for a field goal, so exactly they are going to go for it.
Last time they went for it on 4th down, it was at the half-inch yard line. Unable to punch it through. This time, they got to get down to the 33-yard line to keep this drive alive. Push carry-off goes in motion as Del Toro going to fire this to his receiver along the right side. Malik Henderson, reliable on those 4th down situations, picks up the first down.
And Henderson, 7 catches, 107 yards, and all 107 yards have been monumental for this offense.
Willie Walker going to get the tackle on the play for that Bowling Green defense as this one's fired quickly across the middle, going to Isaacson, going to weave his way for 11 yards and a first down.
Yeah, and that's 7 catches for Isaacson. Del Toro, his 27 completions have really been spread out really well.
Once again, inside the PX1 Sports Red Zone, 4 touchdowns and 1 field goal has been the number here for this Ohio team as Isaacson's going to fight his way down to the 2-yard line.
Yeah, and a 1st and goal. This is H&P territory for Ohio.
You see the drive so far, 9 plays, 54 yards. Chewed up some time as well, 2 minutes, 35 seconds. McFadden going to get this one going to the right side, going to find his way, stumbling into the end zone as Ohio has cut into this lead once again.
Wow, really impressive. I'm going to tell you that right now. I'm really impressed with that drive. Great response after you gave up a touchdown and allowed yourself to fall behind by 11 for a second time. And then your quarterback marches downfield methodically and gets the touchdown and makes it a 4-point game.
And yeah, I got to agree with you on that. You got to love the mentality from this Ohio team. They had an opportunity, like we talked about earlier. Could have made it a 3-possession game way earlier in this. Then found themselves trailing in that game shortly after. But they got the willpower to fight back in this one. Their defense hasn't been able to make a stop in a while, David. What do you want to see from that defense on this drive to maybe come up with that stop?
Well, you know, both these two defenses really need to be able to either force a punt or force a turnover. And I know Ohio is going to have their ears pinned back for them.
2x2 set here for Bowling Green as this one's fired along the left side. That's James Freeman stumbling into Ohio territory as he picks up 29.
I mean, as a defense, you cannot give up 29 yards to start a drive. That does never do any good. It really crushes the spirits of the defenders and really allows the offensive team to get even more fired up.
20th first down in this one for this Bowling Green offense. As time winding down here in the 3rd quarter, down to 10 seconds now. As they go trips to the bottom of your screen, Bowling Green got to take a shot downfield, and it's going to be just a bit outside.
I really thought he was in. What a play. I would have liked to actually see a review of that. I thought he got a foot down, Vinny.
It was definitely a close one, but that's going to end up running out the 3rd quarter here as Bowling Green holding on to a 4-point lead as we go into the 4th quarter. 42-38, Bowling Green on top of this one. Don't go nowhere. You're watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. As we get those 4s up in chat, it is time for 4th quarter action here. 2nd and 10 upcoming for these Bowling Green Falcons. They're going to hand it off to Melendez going to the left side. Got a couple blocks on the edge. He's going to find his way going for 7 yards before he's pushed out of bounds.
A huge carry. Only his 10th of the night, 54 yards rushing. I swear he's had more than 10 carries.
7 for 9 on 3rd downs, and this one is this Bowling Green offense. They're going to dump this off to Jordan Tank, who's going to maneuver his way for 13 yards, picking up a first down and keeping this drive alive.
Yeah, great job. Another first down. Carry's been phenomenal the second half.
Up over 400 yards in this game. As Carey doesn't like what he sees, going to try and do something with his legs. Able to pick up a first down and a little more as he's inside that 15-yard line.
And this is getting dangerous. Bowling Green having very little resistance right now.
Ganny Smith with her 7th tackle in this one, as we see Bowling Green once again inside that PX1 Sports red zone. 4 for 4 on touchdowns, and once they've got in it, this one fired across the middle but broken up by Isabella De Jesus.
And that's one of the rare, defensive stops right there for one of these two teams here lately. It's been all offense.
Yeah, we've seen the defenses with opportunities to make stops, just unsuccessful to chain them together. As we see De Jesus right here making a tackle in the backfield and setting up a 3rd and long for this Bowling Green offense.
And defensively for Ohio, these last 2 plays have probably been the best for them in a little bit. Bend but don't break. Ohio really needs to try to limit Bowling Green to nothing but a field goal.
Would be a big win for their defense if they're able to do just that, as they go 2-by-2 set here, looking to set up halfback screen, able to shed 1 tackle but can't get away from the rest as Ohio's defense starts swarming. Ray Melendez is only able to pick up 3 yards, and that'll bring up a 4th and 8.
Yeah, what a play. Melendez was motivated. I thought he had a chance to get the outside edge after he broke the first tackle, but defense did a great job closing in.
29-yard field goal from Bowling Green is up and good through the uprights. 7-point ball game here for Bowling Green as they lead it 45-38 with 7:30 left to go in this one. And David, we saw one defense finally hold an offense to 3 points. Does Boise State's defense get a stop here, or does Ohio find themselves in the end zone once more?
Yeah, I think Bowling Green is going to have to try to come up with a play. They're going to have to match Ohio defensively. And that's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. Del Toro's done a good job that last drive. Really did a good job spreading the ball out. Took a couple of deep shots. And look, overall, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Not a bad night.
Last time his defense was out here on the field for nearly 3 minutes, as Del Toro fires this one quickly across the middle, able to weave his way for a 9-yard gain is James Isaacson.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what we're going to start seeing if Bowling Green's defense got too tired or not after all of those quick drives offensively.
Jackson Bando with his 5th tackle in this game, as they're going to work empty here from under center as well. Fires it out to the right side. Got DJ Moore for 4 yards and a 1st down.
Willie Walker, the corner for Bowling Green with the big hit. Just a little too late, and they got the 1st down.
Walker's 6th tackle in this game as they go 2 tight ends here with 2 running backs in the backfield on this play. Going to hand it off to McFadden. Doesn't have an edge to get to the outside. He's going to lose 2 yards on that play.
Yeah, wow. That's a big-time play defensively, shutting McFadden down. McFadden, who's been powerful all night in his running, not able to do anything there.
TJ Morey, the freshman, going to get credit for that tackle on the play, as McFadden's going to come to the right side. Has a few blocks on this one. Thought about cutting it upfield, tried to push it back out. Only able to pick up 4 yards on the play.
Wow, talk about closing speed. Look at Ramirez. Ramirez blew by one of his own teammates to make that tackle.
Got to get this to the 46-yard line to keep the drive alive. They look to go halfback draw on this one as McFadden stumbles his way for 8 yards, and they'll say it'll be enough to keep the chains moving.
McFadden knew where the line to gain was, and he stumbled across it just like you said, Vinny. But nonetheless, another 1st down for Ohio.
They'll now have a 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Isabella De Jesus is going to get this carry, trying to fight her way, but she'll end up with a gain of 0.
As Jackson Bando with the tackle of the outside linebacker doing a good job closing in.
There'll be 5 receivers set here as they look to go empty. Wide receiver screen on this one, nearly picked off by Bradford Clark.
Well, Clark is regretting that he didn't catch that one because that was a house call if he holds on to it.
Brandon Clark playing himself an amazing game on this one, as he's got 3 deflections plus the INT in this one. As Del Toro going to take a shot downfield. Bradford Clark finding his name once again being called 4 deflections now.
And Bowling Green forcing a punt. We said they had to match the energy of Ohio. Not only did they match it, say, hey, I see your stop, but I'm going to raise you a punt.
as this punt's going to be returned out to the 27-yard line. And that pass breakup by Bradford Clark is now the Bowling Green school record for most pass deflections in a game, passing up Francesco Marino from last season. So congratulations to him breaking that school record, as Kyson Carey looking to take this offense downfield with a shot, able to connect, get inside the 30-yard line is James Freeman as he goes for 45 yards.
I'm going to tell you what, it felt like for a little bit the momentum shifted from Bowling Green to Ohio, but after the last two defensive stands and now this big play, Bowling Green really trying to separate themselves with only 5:20 left in the game, Vinny, and offensively they have been a juggernaut the second half.
Yeah, and if you're this Ohio defense, it's almost like you have to get a turnover here on this drive. You really can't give up many points because your defense hasn't been able to get those stops like you've needed it. The only stop they've had was holding this Bowling Green offense to a field goal.
Yeah, that's Logan Wetzel with the great reception there and closing in on the red zone early.
DeJesus with her 8th tackle in this one. Carey not going to be able to escape the pressure on this one as he goes down quick for a sack. Ryan Winley making his play.
Oh, that is a huge play, Vinny. That can now really make this next play, which would have been a wide open play call, a lot more difficult. And Bowling Green's going to have a decision to make.
First down marker sitting at the 16-yard line, as this one's going to be thrown into the end zone, and it's going to be picked off by Ohio off the ricochet.
That is Tyrone Wallace. I believe, Tyrone Wallace dove in front of his own defender to catch that. What an athletic play. What a clutch play, as this game is a 7-point difference, and that right there could allow Ohio to get back in it.
Yeah, and at first I thought that was maybe dropped, and then he caught it, but he just dove in front of it, stole it away from the receiver, and that's exactly what this Ohio defense needed to get back into this one. James Isaacson now with his 10th catch, getting up to 99 yards on the game.
Real quick, over on Twitch, Vinny, the end of the game, Miami, the number 3 team in the country, prevails 45-17 over Pitt in a great first game on Twitch tonight.
Under 4.5 minutes left to play in this one here on YouTube, as McFadden going to get the carry going up the middle, only able to pick up 2 yards before he's brought down.
Yeah, and look, 71 yards rushing on the night, a slow dose of McFadden, and it could come into play here as Bowling Green's defense is tired.
And McFadden's yards on the ground has really been key as they grinded against that Bowling Green defense. Here, this pass is going to be across the middle, broken up by Bowling Green.
Yeah, that drop pass hurts. As time is winding down, that's the play they really needed to make.
3rd and 8, got to get this one to the 47-yard line to keep it alive. This one's fired inside the 40-yard line to Malik Henderson, who's been very reliable on those 3rd down situations.
8 catches, 123 yards for Henderson. It seems like every critical play offensively has gone to Henderson on the field so far, if it wasn't to McFadden.
21st first down in this one for Ohio. Just 2 less than what the Bowling Green offense has with 23. McFadden going to get this handoff, trying to go to the right side. Actually, that's DeJesus. She's got nowhere to go, and that's a loss of 4.
Yeah, Phillips with a great tackle for loss there. Great job to get some penetration and get the tackle and really put a long second down here.
Phillips, the freshman out of Florissant, Missouri, making the stop on that play. Big stop for this Bowling Green defense, as Malik Henderson is going to catch this one, and then a little bit of traffic going for 6, making it a little bit more manageable 3rd down situation.
It is manageable 3rd down and 8, but it's still a long play. Bowling Green is going to have to step up and make a play.
Yeah, and where they're at on the field, you got to think this is 4th down territory, so maybe just try and get some yards set up for 4th down, as McFadden's going to fight his way for 3 yards, bringing up a 4th and 5 now.
Yeah, a big play for McFadden, was able to get 3 yards. I think the strategy all along was a 4-down territory on this one.
Under 3 minutes in this game, 1 of 2 on 4th downs here. As they look to go right back to halfback screen. This time it's DeJesus going to make the catch. She's got some room to run in front of her. She gets down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, that is a blown coverage on defense. Everyone forgot about DeJesus. Wide open out of the backfield. there's a linebacker somewhere that missed his assignment.
And you know, the best time to run the screen is when the defense is going to be aggressive. And that time, Bowling Green sends 6 rushers at the quarterback. Nobody to account for the running back on that play, as the Jesus gets us inside that PX1 Sports red zone once more. And why not go right back to it with blockers in front, down inside the 10-5, down to about the 2-yard line is Bruce Anderson.
Wow, what a play the screen. Now that's 3 straight screen plays for Del Toro in this offense, and they've all 3 worked to perfection, Vinny.
Yeah, I mean, when you can get your walk-on running back to come in here and get an 18-yard screen pass, you're doing something right with this screen game. Bowling Green, you know, you figure after the first one, they might be onto it at some point, but they just ran 3 straight screens against them very effectively. Now down to the 1-yard line, they're going to look to go jumbo package here. Del Toro going to try and pass this one over to Dean Jones, who comes down with it for a 1-yard touchdown.
And this extra point is going to be critical. This extra point could tie the game with 2:20 left, Vinny.
And it's another long drive for this Ohio team. 11 plays, 77 yards, over 2 minutes of game clock as the extra point that is up and through. And with 2:20 left to play in this one, David, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
We do the whole first 3 quarters, and almost the 4th quarter now means nothing as we are down to just 2 minutes and 20 seconds, all knotted up. Lots of interesting plays that each of these teams could look back on, but Bowling Green's offense right now has been on fire. Let's see if they can continue.
Trips to the top of your screen on this one. They go pump fake on the screen. They're going to take a shot downfield. There's a receiver, James Freeman, once again going for 40 yards on that play, up to 158 on the game.
A great job by Carey with the pump fake to be able to get his his receiver some separation from the defender. And really, Freeman just a great job knowing where he is on the sidelines, staying in bounds long enough to get the huge first down.
And it looked like Ganny Smith had great coverage on that play. Not totally fooled by the pump fake, but James Freeman just able to blow by her with his speed on this one. But this one's going to be picked off, and Ohio, going to have a chance to return this one as they get inside Bowling Green territory down to about the 3-yard line. Scott Barnes coming up with a huge interception in that one.
Well, that was a huge interception, a huge return. But I'm going to tell you what's even bigger, Vinny, is that Carey was able to come across the field and push Barnes out of bounds just enough, because that was a touchdown.
Huge play right there as we are now down under 2 minutes here. Ohio gonna only have to go 30 yards to find the end zone on this drive. Del Toro gonna take a strike going to the left side just past his receiver's arms.
Kind of interesting play. It looked like he went for the jugular on the first play when they're in field goal range already.
As they're going to have a 2nd and 10 now. Fire this one quickly across the middle, but his receiver unable to hold on to that one. And it's going to be a quick 3rd down now for this Ohio offense.
Yeah, the receiver must have heard the defense coming. That is a horrible drop.
Working from under center on this one. Push carryoff going to come in motion from the right side to the left side on this one. Del Toro going to push it across the middle. Has a receiver get down to about the 11-yard line. Here's Cody Gammon.
And now look, Vinny, if I am Ohio, I am taking every second off the clock that I can. I am not rushing anything. I'm going to wait till it's at 1. I do not want to give this hot Bowling Green offense an opportunity to march back downfield. If I'm Ohio, I'm settling. If I get a touchdown on small plays, I take it. Otherwise, I take the field goal to win.
And they heard you. They're going to try and run some clock here, but you got to think that Bowling Green's probably going to take a timeout at some point, but not looking like it. So Ohio's going to have a chance to run the clock down now and kick a field goal to win it as we are down to 40 seconds left on the clock. Bowling Green going to sit on those timeouts as the Jesus going to get the carry going up the middle. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 with 30 seconds left in this one.
And we're not seeing the timeout. I'm not understanding what's going on. 5 seconds left.
And they're going to come up to the line with the clock running. And that's, in fact, going to run out and bring us to overtime. A little mismanagement on the clock there, David.
Well, both sides, Bowling Green and Ohio, should have called the timeout. I do not know what we just saw. Ryan Windley said it best in chat. Wow. Overtime. Free football, CFSL. Enjoy.
I mean, we've had a great game popping off so far. Let's keep the action going as we'll have the first overtime here. Carey going to try and bounce this one to the outside. Able to pick up 9 yards on the play.
Well, that play happens due to excellent blocking on the outside, giving Carey the outside edge.
Jason Green III with his 6th tackle on this one. It'll be a 2nd and 1 now for this Bowling Green offense. They're going to send the tight end in motion. Carey looking to take to the skies. Has a receiver across the middle. That's Mike Gustav. He's going to go for 10 yards.
And 1st and goal. Bowling Green staying hot offensively, looking to score and put the pressure on Ohio.
1st and goal now from the 6-yard line. As Carey looking to find somebody. He's got a receiver in the back corner. That's Jordan Tank, able to get a 6-yard touchdown.
Look, Tank has been on fire all night. You know he's going to be the target. If you're the defense, you have got to make sure you stay close to him. He is wide open in the corner of the end zone. We're in overtime of a very tight game, and you leave one of the top tight ends wide open? Come on, defense.
Yeah, Jordan Tank has definitely had himself a game in this one, and that touchdown puts them on top of the lead. So it's just 4 downs to stop them here for this Bowling Green defense, as we'll see this Ohio offense for the first time here in overtime. As Del Toro going to work out the shotgun, and this one going to fire it back across the field. This one's almost picked off by Bradford Clark with his 5th deflection in this game.
Yeah, that is huge. Bowling Green would love to be able to just get an interception and end it all.
As they hand this off to McFadden, going to the right side, has some blocks, and he's going to find his way going into the end zone. And now they're just an extra point away from tying this game right back up.
Well, here we go, 2nd overtime. If this extra point is good, do keep in mind, Ohio has missed a field goal tonight. So could that come into play? What is a kicker's confidence right now?
As they will elect to just kick the extra point to tie this one up. As it is up, it is good. And David, we're headed to a 2nd overtime in this one. Ohio going to get the ball right back, though.
Yeah, wow. I knew we had a great game, Vinny. I knew it was back and forth. Both these teams fighting. But now our 2nd quarter of overtime. Wow, this is so fun.
As they're going to come out now with 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen on this one. Push carry off, going to split out wide. They're going to have a 2-by-2 set here. As Del Toro trying to find somewhere to go. Going to dump it off to McFadden, who just scored the touchdown earlier. He's able to pick up 8 yards.
Great read by Del Toro. He looked to the right, looked at his receivers, did his progression, and saw McFadden open. A great way to pick up 8 yards in the check down.
Watch set to the top of your screen here on 2nd and 2. Push carry off going to come in motion now, leaving them with only 2 receivers at the top. As Del Toro trying to find somewhere to go with it. Thought he would take off with his legs. Had a receiver near the goal line. Unable to make an accurate throw, though.
Del Toro was under all kinds of pressure. The O-line picked up the blitz at the very last second.
12 of 19 on 3rd downs in this one as McFadden gets the carry. And he's going to end up being stopped 2 yards short of that 1st down. Joe Mack with his 10th tackle in this one.
Well, here we go. They are going for the field goal. Very interesting. They're going to try to secure their lead.
As the field goal, that is up and good. Ohio finds themselves back in the lead for the first time in a while here, as they're up 55-52, and all this defense has to do is get 4 stops. But Bowling Green, they know their offense just has to cross that goal line to end it as they look to come out. Trips to the bottom of your screen here, setting up a halfback screen. And Melendez is going to try and maneuver his way, actually going to find himself going for 8 yards in what looked to be a horrible play to start out, but make something positive out of it.
Yeah, that was number 55, the O-lineman, who saved that play with an incredible block. But great job by Melendez.
As it'll be a 2nd and 2 now. Melendez is going to get the carry right back. He's able to pick up 3 yards, getting a 1st down for Bowling Green. as they'll keep this drive alive with another chance to punch it into the end zone. They're 26th first down in this one to Ohio, excuse me. They're 24th as Bowling Green's going to try and send this one to the end zone, and Carey just overthrows everybody on the play.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. You've got to believe that Bowling Green does not want to go to a third overtime. They're going to try to end this one. I like their aggression.
Trips to the bottom of your screen here for 2nd and 10. This one's going to be a counter play going to Steve Andrews. He's going to end up losing 2 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 12. Ryan Winley making the stop.
Oh, Winley shed that block. That was incredible. He looked at me, closed out, and Winley broke free before the halfback gets to the outside.
Got to get the ball down to the 3-yard line to keep this drive alive. They look to go halfback screen here. Has a couple blocks, but he's going to end up being pushed out of bounds at the 11-yard line, bringing up a 4th and 8.
Well, here we go. Here's an opportunity to tie it up and possibly a 3rd overtime.
As this will be a 34-yard field goal that is up. It is good. And we are headed to a 3rd overtime with that one as Bowling Green ties it 55 all here in this one, as they'll have the ball first here in the 3rd overtime of this game. They're going to go bunch set to the bottom of your screen here. Carey going to look to pass on this play. Sends it across the middle, has a receiver in the end zone. That's Logan Wetzel, going to make a 25-yard touchdown on that play. The 8th touchdown in this one for Kyson Carey.
Oh, Carey, a phenomenal performance. 8 passing touchdowns. Holy cow. And now the lead, they have to go for 2. That's the rules in the 3rd overtime.
As they're going to send Tank in motion from left to right here. Carey going to fire this to the outside. Has Logan Wetzel right back, able to get it. It's an 8-point ball game, so Ohio, not only do they have to find the end zone, but they have to get the 2-point conversion in, as well as they will have their opportunity right here to match them, as they're going to go trips to the bottom of your screen on this one. Bowling Green just had a 1-play touchdown on their chance here in the triple overtime, as Ohio fires this one over to McFadden for a 4-yard gain.
No shock that we see McFadden involved early. I believe Henderson is also going to get the opportunity to try to even this game up here.
James Baker, 10th tackle in this one, as it'll be a 2nd and 6 now for Ohio. Del Toro going to work under center on this one. Going to end up handing it off to McFadden, who's going to barrel his way for a 1st down to keep this Ohio drive alive.
Yeah, barrel forward is a great way to put it. And that puts McFadden over 100 yards rushing on the night.
Having himself a great game. Definitely been one of the catalysts for this offense, as Del Toro doesn't like what he sees. He's going to live for another play as he throws this one away.
Yeah, 2nd down and 10. The defense is going to they have a lot of pressure on them right now. They've got to find a way to shut down Del Toro and this offense.
Going to send the tight end in motion over here, as Isabella DeJesus gets the carry going to the right side. She's going to be able to pick up 8, bring it to a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Wow, that's huge. 3rd and 2.
As they look to go trips to the bottom of your screen. 12 of 20 here on 3rd downs in this one, as Del Toro going to fire this one to the running back out of the backfield. That's DeJesus. She's going to get her first touchdown in this one, as we are a 2-point conversion away from tying this one back up.
Oh. Vinny, this has been a fantastic game. I don't know if it's ever going to end at this point. A huge play. This 2-point conversion, this is win or it's over if they don't convert.
Gonna rock 21 personnel here for their 2-point conversion, as Del Toro gonna drop back, fires it across the middle, has a receiver. That's Malik Henderson, who ties us up as we are headed to quadruple overtime at 63 apiece.
Wow, I don't know what the over-under on the game was, but I'm willing to wager that it probably wasn't much over 60, and they each have 60.
Absolutely. Both of these offenses have no problem finding the end zone in this one, as Ohio going to get the ball first here in quadruple overtime. Fires it over to Cody Gaiman, gonna fight his way inside the 15 as he goes for 13 yards.
Well, over-under was 71.5 is what Tiny's saying. So if one of these two teams scored a touchdown, they have reached the over pretty much by themselves.
Ohio now going to work out of an empty set here on 1st and 10. And Del Toro, don't know if that one slipped or he didn't like what he saw, but this one goes out of bounds.
Well, you know, at the end of the day, you do not want to make a mistake. So when in doubt, throw it away.
As they look to rock 21 personnel, those two tight ends on each side of the field here for Ohio. Del Toro going to fire this one over to McFadden, able to pick up 3 yards, but it's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Wow, what a hit there. I'm trying to see who that was, and on the hit that came in and just leveled. I believe that was James Baker.
Willie Walker going to get credit for the tackle on the play, his 7th in this game. As to pick up a 1st down now, they got to get the ball down to the 2-yard line. Obviously, they would like to punch it across that goal line. As they're going to go halfback draw here to DeJesus. Can't find the lane to go, and she's going to end up with a gain of 0 on that play.
A big-time play there. And that's Joe Mack, the outside linebacker, with the tackle.
As this will now be a 27-yard field goal attempt that is up and through the uprights. And for Ohio, they got a touchdown in the 1st overtime, field goal in the 2nd overtime, touchdown in the 3rd overtime, field goal here. And that's going to give Bowling Green the opportunity now to win this game if they find themselves in the end zone. But this Ohio defense, they know they just got to get 4 stops here. Looking to set up halfback screen on this one. Melendez has a crease. He's going to find himself inside the 15, down to about the 11-yard line on that play.
What a great first play for this 4th overtime for Bowling Green. Really just making a statement, hey, we're not settling for a field goal in a 5th overtime. We want the win. Melendez, great job, got some blocks, was able to get to the outside edge.
Yeah, and the thing about this, they're going to say it's a 1st and 10 now, but the 1st down marker is the goal line as well. So basically, they got to punch this in if they would like to go ahead and win this. This one's thrown across the middle down to the 5-yard line is Logan Wetzel.
Yeah, that is a great play, but even a better tackle because that looked like he was going to have, Wetzel's going to have a little bit of room there. Big time play by DeJesus.
DeJesus with her 9th tackle in this one. As Carey going to go play fake on this one, fires this one back across the field, and James Freeman's going to come down with the catch, and that's going to be enough for Bowling Green to come out victorious here in quadruple overtime.
Wow, Vinny, 9 touchdown passes from Carey to lead his team to victory.
Absolutely, and we see the numbers right there from Carey and from Freeman in this one, as this will be the final in this one. 69-66, Bowling Green comes out victorious. David, wrap this one up for us.
Wow, what a game. Del Toro and Carey both doing all they can to carry their teams offensively. Both these coaches should be really happy. What a great game. An offensive shootout, 4 overtimes, everything you could ask for. I'm kind of at a loss of words, Vinny. It was incredible.
Absolutely great game all around, and I want to thank you to everybody that joined us for this exciting one. I want to give a thank you to our associate producer Austin Crow, our executive producer Mike Peters, and of course my broadcast partner David Ware on behalf of our broadcast crew. I'm Vinny Mixon. You've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. And don't go nowhere, because coming up at 8:30 Central Time, we got more action popping off here. West Virginia takes on Kentucky over on Twitch. Back here on YouTube, you'll see Eastern Michigan at Toledo. Hope to see every one of you there.